just taking a YouTube break. But I missed you guys. And the reason I'm doing this live stream is a good buddy of mine, David Jessup, uh, California, going to take care of a buddy's house in Arizona. Anyway, while he was over there taking care of his buddy's house, uh, hold on just a minute. Give me just a minute. He was over there taking care of his buddy's house. Yeah, he was over there taking care of his buddy's house, and there was a home invasion. And I'm not going to go through all the details. It's not my story to tell. But uh, David ended up getting stabbed and going to the hospital. And, you guys, like, pray for him to get better. He's itching to get over here in the Philippines, get away from all the craziness in the U.S. where people are just busting in people's houses with guns and like just craziness. Um, I'm not gonna, turn this into like a bashing on the criminal justice system in the U.S. But I mean, that's definitely something that I appreciate being here in the Philippines is, not having to worry about like someone kicking in my door. Like it just, I don't get me wrong. It made me look up the statistics in the Philippines and here and in the U.S. Like burglary's been on the decline, but you don't really hear about that level of burglary in the Philippines, where you know they don't care who they've got to hurt to get something. Like that just doesn't happen here. Martin's here. What's going on, Martin? What do I need? I need something. I need something in my Hello Kitty cup. There is my one and only channel member, David Jessup. I was just talking about you, David. Like just the craziness in the U.S. where you got to worry about people like trying to like not only break into your house. Like I understand, some people, are hard up financially and no excuses, but they, do what they do to survive. But when that comes at the cost of being willing to hurt another person to get money, like that's just craziness. Like I can't understand how people can be like that, where like money or stuff, like I could never think of any kind of situation that I was in that I thought that my personal well-being, not my health, not my family's health, not my life was in danger, but just having something extra that to me that would be worth harming another person. I could never understand like something like that. David said, "Don't I know it?" Hey, Lorene Tabayo. Like when I first read it, I read it as Tabo. I was like, that's a hell of a last name, Tabo. Zarvan said, "What's up, Bump? What's going on, Zarvan?" David said, "That's why I'm leaving to bow. To bow." Zarvan said, "To bow." I don't know what that means. I'm going to start using that in everyday conversation. I'm just, like, something happens, I'm just going to say, "To bow." I'm going to have a drink of my coffee. Or, well, actually, it's Coke. Coke in a coffee cup, my Hello Kitty coffee cup. To bow. Coke always hits the spot. But yeah, David, I know you're itching to get over here, um, and you know, I don't blame you. Like, if you didn't have enough reason to come over here before this attack, then definitely now. I don't want to. I don't want to spend my whole live stream talk because I like to be positive, and there's nothing positive you can say about like depraved individuals that are breaking into people's houses to steal shit and hurt anybody that gets in their way from stealing shit. There's no positive spin I can put on that. The only positive that's going to come out of it is, David is now resolute in his desire to come to the Philippines, and I want him, you know, and you guys like salute to David. Uh, he served in the military like myself, probably more than me, but he's definitely worthy of admiration. Like he stood his watch for the U.S. and now it's time for his watch to be over. It's time for him to like lay in a duyan. That's a hammock for you non-Philippines residents, but just lay in a hammock and relax and let your watch be over. And that's all I want for him in life is just have my brother in arms to find a peaceful a peaceful place to just relax and not always be on guard. Let's see. Wait. To bow. Okay. Lorene said, it's okay. What's okay, Lorene? What did I say? Because I couldn't pronounce to bow. To bow. Okay. Now I know what to bow is. That was Zarvan helping me out with the pronunciation. Lorene Tabao. Tabao. What's up, Lorene Tabao? Do Filipino women have attitude, or is it just me? Zarvan, like all women have an attitude. Like it's. I used to say this all the time. And all right, ladies in the chat, if there's ladies in the chat, like stick with me to the end because it's gonna sound bad at first, but I'm gonna get to my point, and it's not gonna be that bad. So just bear with me. All women are crazy. The thing is, all women know that they're crazy. And the job of a man is to withstand the crazy and let them come out of it on their own. Because, and I use the term crazy loosely, it's like hormonal, like women have different hormone things that go on in their bodies that we don't deal with, and it makes them irrational. Maybe irrational is a better term than crazy. Like men just view it like irrationality is craziness. But anyway, so women can be irrational. Don't make any sense. Like no kind of sense. And the thing is, they know that they have times when they're not making any sense. But the thing is, if you give the woman time, then she will come back and make it up to you. Like but if you try to like rationalize with an irrational woman, like have a conversation, she's being irrational, and if you spend effort trying to point out how she's being irrational, it is never gonna work. Like women cannot see reason and ration in the midst of irrationality. So you just got to leave that alone. I've always had the saying, that back in the day, the Gary Coopers and anyway, there was a saying, men should be the strong, silent type, and people define that different ways. But the way I define it is strong enough to withstand the crazy, and smart enough to stay silent about it. Strong and silent. You don't say shit. You just put up with it, and then it goes away. It comes and goes. Like, and don't get me wrong, men aren't perfect either. We have our own issues, but I hope that answered your question, Zarvan. Just like you just gotta let women be women sometimes, and don't try to understand it. Don't try to fix it. Like, it's just gonna happen. Lorene gave me a trophy. After that, talking about women, she's probably gonna take my trophy away. Zarvan said, "I'm depraved, but I never break into people's house." Yeah, and that's the thing. That like you can be depraved, like be happy, do whatever you do, but when you start affecting other people, like you're not living life right. Zarvan, hats off to you and all our vets. Thank you, Zarvan. David Jessup tried to get a good-looking nurse to help me with a bath. No luck. Oh, come on, David. Like, it's a hospital. There is bound to be a Filipino working there. Like, there's a Filipino nurse somewhere in that hospital. I guarantee you. Lorraine said, "I'm subscribed now. Your story is so cool." Thanks, Lorraine. I appreciate you. I hope to see you more in live chats. If no other reason, because I just like saying "tabow." Rodell Versa says hi. Hey, Rodell. Where are you from? Martin said, "Crap wears you down, that's for sure. People's always getting carjacked or held up." Yeah, like I've never understood stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm trying to think how to say this. There's never an excuse for bad behavior. Never an excuse. I always say that. There's reasons, but there's never an excuse. So like if someone was like hungry, and like they went in a convenience store and like tried to steal a cupcake or whatever, just because they were hungry and couldn't take it anymore, I can understand that. That's reasonable. There's no excuse for it. It's wrong. But that's reasonable. Putting a gun in another person's face to take their car, or busting in someone's house armed to take their possessions, that is it's not right, and it's not reasonable. Like, reasonable people do not do that. Like, I have no, like, it's pretty much the two worst things that someone can do is steal and lie. Like, every one of the 10 commandments comes back to one of those two things. Well, maybe not, "Thou shalt not have any gods before me." But I guess you could say, that stealing God's rightful glory. But anyway, like, murder is stealing someone's life. Like, you had no right to take their life. That's a theft. But adultery, stealing another woman's wife, like, all of them come down to you're either stealing something or you're lying. So I don't believe that you should do either one of those. Rodell, say hi again. Hey, Rodell. Von Mark Yano, shout out from Surigao del Norte. I haven't been to Surigao yet. It is on my radar, Von Mark. I'm definitely gonna check it out at some point. Right now, it's like it is. Let's let's do a look out the window here. Yeah, like you can't see nothing. Like it is, you know, foggy. It was raining earlier, but yeah, it's just a gloomy gray day here in Tagaytay. Uh, but yeah, I definitely want to check out Siargao at some point. Uh, David just said the watch is over for me. Time to let someone else do it. Absolutely. Like, you know, you spent your time on the wall, and you know, it's time to get off the wall. Come, you know, find some other place and just let them have it. Like Rodell says, hi again. Rodell, you're very, very, very insistent that you say hi to me, and I appreciate that. Like, Zarvan, thanks for the advice, Ray. No problem, brother. Like I said, you know, let women be women. Women are gonna do women stuff. It is not our job as men to understand it. It is our job just to accept it. You know, get through times the best we can with the people we love. Like, let them be them, and don't try and change them. Just accept it and like let it pass. MT Truckin said, "Amen, brother. That's why you got to find a third country girl that has no choice but to obey to you 100% no matter what." Yeah, no, I mean, like I don't necessarily agree with that. You know, I don't expect a woman to obey me. And I'm sure you didn't mean it like in that context, but we need some light on in here. Let's get some a little bit more light on the situation. You know, it's like I don't believe that women, like a woman in my life, should obey me. I do expect her to respect me, and I'm going to respect her. Like respect her as a woman. She respects me as a man, and she doesn't do what I ask, you know, to obey me. Like, but because like she respects that I'm looking out for her best interest and my best interest and the best interest of the household, and she cooperates. That's the thing with, you know, Filipinas. It's not that Filipinas are, you know, subservient and obey you, but you know, Filipinos and Filipinas like respect you and cooperate with you. Like you're both have the same goal. Like you as the man sort of are in charge of setting the goal. You agree upon like, hey, this is what we want to do. This is why we want to do it. Like, you know, you get on board with that because, you know, this train's going. And, you know, if she's got to be back there shoveling coal into the train engine to keep it running, then she'll do it because, you know, Filipinas, you know, when they're on board, like they'll do everything they can to like keep that train moving. David Jessup sent me $20. Awesome. Time to sit in a hammock with a beer, talking with you, my friend. Absolutely. You know, we're gonna get together. Where you know, go down to Michael White's, lay in a hammock, drink beer, and just talk shit. Like I can lay in a hammock, drink beer, and talk shit for a long time. So I'll be glad to do that with you. Michael says, "Hey Ray, hey David, hey Michael. Yeah, I wasn't planning on getting on live till you know, my normal time tonight, but like David emailed me, asked if I was going to be live, and then like my normal live time was like 3 a.m. and he was saying, you know, he would try and get up at 3 a.m. and I'm like, you know what? It's like he's up right now, uh, you know, uh, so I'm pretty much doing this live stream for David. uh, Andy Ollie, what's up, my something Ray in the house? I can't tell what that word is. Like, uh, uh, I appreciate the sentiment, Andy, and I know it's not coming from a bad place, but you know, how about switching that to my dog, something like that. Uh, Zarvon, gotta go, Ray. Dope stream. Subscribe. See you later. Appreciate you, Zarvon. I'll see you later, nephew. Pablo, wait, what is that? Filno Favorito. I'm Brazilian. That's cool. I've never been anywhere in South America. Maybe one day I'll go. I don't know. It was never on my radar to go to South America. But then again, the whole time I was growing up, it was never in my radar to go anywhere in Asia. And here I am. So never say never. Martin said, with Filipinas, all that submissive stuff and obey me ain't going to work very long. I agree, Martin. Like, you know, if you treat a woman that way, you know, like I'm the boss, you know, do what I say kind of bullshit, that ain't gonna fly, and it shouldn't. Like if I was a woman, if I was a woman, I'd be sexy as hell. Cause look, I mean, I got it going on. But if if you know, put yourself in a woman's shoes, like that's another human being. You don't like whether it's a man, a woman, like, or one of those people that have no idea whether they're a man or a woman. I don't know, but you treat everybody with respect, whether they're man, woman. Like everyone is deserving of respect, and having a boss to employee type relationship with someone, like I guess it would work. Like, you know, if you want to, you know, pay someone to be your girlfriend, and like that's what you get someone that's just doing a job, fine. Like if that's what you want in life, I'm sure you can find somebody that, you know, will come over and clean your house and like do stuff for you. But if you want a true relationship with true feelings and emotions, yeah, you can't have that type of relationship with a woman. Like, that's just not respectful. Yeah, says they stay on board to get that visa. Yeah, no, yeah, and I hear what you're saying, yeah. Like if you had that type of relationship with a woman, like I wouldn't blame her at all for using you to get a visa or whatever. Like she earned it. Like, but you know, that's different than, you know, treating a woman with respect and then her stabbing you in the back. That, like, I don't think that happens very often. You know, you get what you pay for. If you're paying with money, then you're not getting as much as if you're paying with respect. Philip P. Hey, Brother Ray. Hey, Philip. David Jessup, respect each other with love. Absolutely. Like, you know, I mean, I do that with everybody, or try to. Some people I respect more than others, but I always give at least a minimum level of respect to everyone. Pablo, hey, I'm the Brazil. I got you, Pablo. LO. From my experience with Filipinas, they're always right, even when they're wrong. Yeah, well, that's women. It's not just Filipinas. Uh, like, I don't think anybody's going to speak. Like, especially when they're in their irrational state. Like, all women, when they're being irrational, there is nothing that you can tell them to tell them they're wrong. Now, like I said, if it's hard to do, it's hard to do. But if you get, did that light not come on? Maybe the light's still on. Yeah, that's better. I got lights now. Um, but if you can just let it go, just people make fun of the whole yes dear, but just like let it go in one ear out the other. Okay, yep. I hear what you're saying. Yep, and then when they're not in that irrational state, have a conversation with them, and just tell them what you think. Then they'll apologize. Sometimes they've got more chance that they're going to apologize if you give it time and let them, you know, come to that conclusion on their own that they're wrong than try and prove to them that they're wrong. That's never going to work. David said, I was bored here in the hospital, so Ray is keeping me company. Absolutely. I did a live stream for Bama one time. Bama was just, it was late at night too. Bama had me up at like midnight doing a live stream because his drunk ass was bored. That's just the kind of friend I am. Philip P. Hey Ray, there today. I'm back in the U.S. I live in Hemet, California, but 3 days ago, that was a homeless walk up to a family that was in a drive-through at Jack in the Box, and he had for $1. Okay, he approached the passenger side window, and his wife was sitting in it. The guy was with his wife and his child. The homeless, asked for $1. I don't have no money, but he said he could give a hamburger. So that was something if he was hungry. The guy reached into the window. His wife was sitting with him. The guy who's driving the vehicle and his 6-year-old. The homeless, instantly I was thinking that couldn't have been a better result if the homeless was humble enough to accept anything. The couple will buy him. He would probably live that day. But the problem with me is his daughter going to have to live to that drama of scenes of father, if I understand why he took that guy's life. Okay, I think I'm getting the story. Okay, I'm getting from that, like, there's a story, a guy was in the drive-through at Jack in the Box. Homeless guy came up asking for $1. And the driver said, hey, I'll buy you a hamburger if you're hungry. And the homeless guy, like, reached into the window aggressively, I'm assuming, and the driver shot the homeless man. And I think that's the story I'm getting. And I don't know how I feel about that. Like, there's a couple of different things going on in my head. Because, like, like I don't know. If the homeless guy didn't have a weapon, then I wouldn't have shot him. Even if I had a gun. I might have threatened him with a gun. But, I would have given him a chance to live and walk away. But yeah, that's a terrible situation. And people, like, I remember, and like, I'm not going to make this all about Charlie Kirk, but I watched an episode of Charlie Kirk, where someone was talking about, the rich should uh, like help the homeless people, give money to, to help homeless people. And Charlie Kirk said, and I agree with him, it's like homelessness isn't a financial problem. Um, the majority of homeless people are either like mentally ill or on drugs, which is a different type of mental illness. Basically, all of them are mentally ill. There's something wrong with them where they can't function normally in society. And, um, you know, there needs to be something. I'm not going to make this into a political discussion on homelessness and how it should be solved. That's for bigger minds than me. Like I'm in hammock time. I'm not trying to solve the world's problems, uh, unless the world's problem is like uh, overabundance of beer. Like I'll help get rid of some of the excess beer in the world and lay in a hammock. That's the problem I will solve. Like there is a hammock that needs to be laid in. Uh, I got that covered. Um, Michael C. Good afternoon, Brother Ray. Happy Sunday. Rainy but a cool day. Yeah, it's it's gloomy outside, but it's definitely nice and cool. So I like that. Martin said, I think my wife has taken responsibility for maybe 2 mistakes in 20 years. Well, yeah, because she's always right, Martin. uh, David said, yes, I was watching that live with Bama. Yeah, yeah, it was definitely a better time for you because it was sometime before the butt crack dawn of the morning. Mike said, no rain here, sunny, partly cloudy. Okay. Yeah, there's like a weather system moving this way. Scoop Steve told me about it. Like it was like passing by his place, like on the way here, and it like blew everything out of his dirty kitchen and like high winds, rain, and so I think we're getting the front part of like that weather system. David said I was in the mountains at the time. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it was much safer in the mountains. Like home invaders had to make a climb to get to you there. Rams Moto Vlog said hello. What's going on, Rams Moto Vlog? Where are you from? Okay, so after I just kind of been all over the place. First talking about David and then women. And speaking of women, I was watching Rams. Shout to y'all. Shout out to everybody. Hey Rams. I was watching Richie Rich Goes Abroad earlier, his live stream, because I like his live stream for the most part. But there's one thing that I hear from him and the majority of expat vloggers that I kind of take exception to. And I'm not calling them wrong. Just maybe just need like a shift in attitude, perception. And that is like they're talking about, dating a Filipina. Like basically the mantra is never give them money. And I understand that and agree with it. Like when you're first starting a relationship with a Filipina or any woman, like you don't lead with your wallet. With that said, I take exception to the word never. Like once like a relationship has progressed to a certain stage, there's nothing wrong with giving some money. Like that's what I hear from like all expat vloggers. Like it's you know they say that like Filipinas and everything are just obsessed with money and all that. But really, like a lot of the expats are obsessed with money, like holding on to money and like living their life. It's gotta, oh, I gotta be so cautious about spending any money or giving money to whatever. And it's like, you know, you shouldn't live life that way. You should have optimism and like treat a woman like she's not out like the way these people talk is like they treat every woman like they're a potential scammer. Like that is the wrong type of attitude. Um, you should treat every woman as if they're the potential love of your life until it's proven otherwise. Like, and that's what I'm always preaching about, having a positive attitude. That's part of it. Like, you know, you may like get taken advantage of a little bit here and there, maybe. Uh, if you don't have discernment, like you know, be smart, but at the same time, there's nothing wrong with like if someone said, you know, how would you describe yourself? I'd say, you know, loving, caring, generous, humble sometimes. not, not often, because look at that. How can I be humble? I mean, look. Anyway, um, but all the things that I like about myself flies in the face of the wisdom that's given by YouTube vloggers about, you know, basically treating every woman like she's a threat. Like that is not how you should approach people, uh, even people you don't know. Like there's nothing wrong with having like some sort of you know, I don't know, bullshit detector in your life. Like you can discern like what's bullshit and what's not. Uh, but call me a simp, call me whatever you want. But if I see somebody that's in need and I you know, I feel in my heart to help them, then I do. Because that's what I like about being myself. What they do with the money or how they feel about it or their perception that, you know, oh, I can just take advantage of this guy. No, I don't care what any of that says. I do what makes me feel good. And sometimes, like, helping people out makes me feel good. Sometimes taking care of people that are loved ones in my life makes me feel good. I can't always do it. I'm not a rich man. But, like, anybody that you know has that attitude, you know, like for instance, like you marry a Filipina, and then like all the expat vlogger wisdom says, don't give the Filipinas family money. That's bullshit, and I'll tell you why. Because when you marry a Filipina, your family becomes her family, and her family becomes your family. And whether it's your family or their family, if someone in my family, like my family, said, hey, you know, could you loan me $20 until, you know, payday? Sure, no problem. And it's not so much like I know people are thinking, oh well, like Filipinas like never pay back loans, and that may be true to some extent. They might have the best intentions, but like stuff comes up and they like they're in financial crisis for a reason, and you may not always be able to help them, and it just is what it is. And why did everybody stop commenting? Am I still alive? Like my viewers have gone down and down. Hold on. Only bears in the mountains, not people. Rams waving. And that's all I got. What happened? Wait. It shows I'm still alive as far as I know. Anybody still there? What's going on? I'm just rambling and anybody there? Just rambling and talking and like everybody kind of ducked out. Doug, I still got you. Okay. I appreciate it, Doug. Doug, I haven't heard from you in a while. Well, no, okay, wait. No, this is no, yeah, Doug. What are you doing? What are you doing, Doug? What was I talking about? Oh, helping family. Yeah, like because I know I've had times in my life I was a little strapped for cash, and I, asked my brother or sister, hey, could you loan me some? And I always paid it back. Don't get me wrong, but that's what family does. And so when you become part of a Filipino family, like that happens in every family. Like, and people may ask, well, why are they asking me? Because yeah, you're the one that has money. Like, their family doesn't have money to borrow from each other. Before you came around, that's what they did. Whoever had the most money in the family, kind of helped out the rest of the family. Most of the time, when you marry a Filipina, you become the family member that has the most money. Like, so like, if you need to borrow some money, you ask the person that has the most money. That's just what happens. So I don't fault like families for asking for help. You just do what feels right in your heart. That's what I say. Doug said, yeah, it's been a while. We need to catch up over a coffee somewhere. Absolutely. We'll have to figure out, we'll have to look at the calendar, what day is not going to be rainy. Because I think there's going to be rain coming up. I haven't looked at the weather. You can look at the weather. I'm never doing anything, Doug. Like you can just call me and say, hey, I'm coming over. Let's have a coffee, and I'll say sure. Because if I'm not like traveling, and I'm just here, then that's it. I'm just here. Like I'm available. I always have time for my friends. Yeah, I took a break from live streaming for a couple of days. I'm probably not going to be on here for like a super long time. I'll do my normal live stream tonight. But like I said, I just got on here for a little while to catch up with David and give him a little bit of entertainment while he's laid up. Get better soon, buddy. Like, and like I wish I had some comment or some contacts and what is it? Where are you at? Phoenix? What? I am back. Said hi to James and Karen, and just got my Demerol refilled. Oh, okay. All right. That's why I was wondering why like my viewers went down all of a sudden. It's like James. I didn't know James and Karen went live. Did I get a note? I must not have got a notification. I didn't. Oh yeah. Okay. Now I see it. Okay. Well, yeah. Like you go. I'm gonna go over there and holler at James and Karen, and you can go back over there. Like I'm not gonna hold everybody up. I didn't know they were going live. This is not my normal time. Uh, but I'll go over there and I'll see you in the chat. Yes, in Phoenix. Yeah, yeah. See, David, if I had some kind of contact in the Phoenix hospital, I would definitely arrange for you to get you a sponge bath with a happy ending. You deserve it, buddy. And I'll go ahead and end this thing up. Um, Go over and chat with James and Karen a little while. If y'all are around in about 6 hours or so, I'll be back at my normal time. Uh, until then, who dat? I love you all.